Lower downtown Denver is about to have a 10x influx of inventory in the next 3 to 5 years, starting with these properties that are going to be completed next year. If you have property and you look to make a move and you want to get top dollar, now is the time to sell. Do not hesitate. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. It's exciting for the growth of Denver as a whole, but if you're a property owner, you will be affected over the next 5 years. And I don't want that if you don't want that. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? Jeremy Kane, eXp Realty, living in the Denver suburbs. I am on vacation, so this is a pre-recorded live for you, or not. So let's get into it. This one is a little bit hyper-local, but real estate's hyper-local, and there's some exciting things coming into lower downtown, the area around the ballpark, but it's gonna have a major effect on those people that own properties now that look to exit over the next 5 years. So what's going on? First off, let's just talk about lower downtown so we're all on the same page. Lower downtown is obviously flanked by Coors Field and the Pepsi Center, but for real sake, geography's sake, it's bordered by Platte River on one side, Cherry Creek on the other, Larimer Street and 20th Street. And so as we kind of take that microcosm around Coors Field, extending around Ball Arena and Metro State, there's some big things coming. And you know, it's not the next new rooftop bar. It's not Dierks Bentley's other, you know, the next Country Stars bar or anything like that. There's 1,000 units that the first phase is scheduled to, you know, be completed and ready for sale next fall. So fall of 2024, 1,000 new units. For context, you know, the only developments currently going on in Denver at all, one in Uptown at 35 units and one 41 unit project at the Santa Fe Art District. So that's, you know, 76 units, right? We're talking 1,000 new units over 5 years. But first things first, 461 of them already under construction will hit the market sometime starting around fall of 2024. Well, that same company is looking they're out of British Columbia, Vancouver, British Columbia. They're looking to build a similar project with 611 units and 96 key hotel rooms right next door to the 400 units that are already under construction. And so that'll be the total of 1,000 units plus the 96 key hotel. And so what's that really gonna do to the market, right? Well, let's look at the market. Let's look at it currently. Currently, LODO is a very, you know, cool area. If you're in Denver, you know Megan Aller and her wonderful, you know, breakdown of the market. If you look at that zip code in lower downtown, I will tell you right now, currently it's the coldest market in the metro area already. So there's 71 average days on market. There's only a 50% balance. Odds of selling is 36.1. Your close to list price is 98.6%. Average of homes going under contract in 7 days or less is 36%. And only 3% are being sold over asking price. And so that's wonderful statistics by the great Megan Aller with First American Title. Check her out because she's absolutely an amazing resource, literally a weapon of statistics when it comes to the Denver real estate market. However, let's get a little bit more clear on this, okay? As of right now, today, when I recorded this, 126 active listings and 28 pending listings. And that 126 includes coming soon listings to the market, which will be active within the next 7 days. So we're talking about 154 homes that are actively on the market or condos. These are all attached, okay? No detached, right? So we're talking 150 homes for sale, and we're gonna infiltrate 1,000 more homes, 1,000 plus more homes into that. Well, if we go back to simple supply and demand, this is obviously gonna cause an issue, right? So a 10x in inventory will absolutely change the market for a long time. You say, well, you know, I can just hold on to it as a rental. Well, you don't think that these investors are gonna come in and buy these shiny new, you know, condos and that have great views because they're in high rises and rent them out? Well, why not, right? That's where everyone wants to live. That's a great turn 'em and burn 'em kind of market, right? Everyone loves moving downtown after they graduate college. They're close to the bars, they're close to the theater, they're close to the sporting venues. Well, there's gonna be rental people that are in there as well. And that's definitely something that you're gonna need to focus on as, you know, time progresses. And so if you hold a property and you're looking to move or looking to make it an investment property and you're not concerned about this because those will be higher price and whatever, okay. But if you're looking to move that property, you might want to do a 1031 exchange if it's an investment property and get out to the suburbs, or maybe you can get a little more bang for your buck and the competition isn't going to be as steep, because over the next 5 years, those values are really going to be affected as we go. And certainly those newer condos will push the market and help you in the end. But for now, if you can get into, an old loft that was built in the 90s when Coors Field was built, for $600,000, but you can get a brand new shiny one for $750,000, whatever. Those are going to be 1, 2, loft style homes. So the competition is all fierce. It's not like we have a bunch of detached homes down there. They're all condos, they're all attached living. So, it's going to depend on that price point. And if I know sellers, they're gonna be like, well, that 2-bedroom condo sold for $1 million, so I can sell for $1 million. None of these are tremendously old junker units because they're less than 20 years old, have been kept up, and if you're renting out your property or you're living in it, you're keeping it nice, to kind of match that lifestyle. Well, these new ones are gonna come in and definitely be a higher price point. And, but with so many, they might have to be competitive as well. So that's just going to lower your value here. So if if you have a unit and you want to look at it, you want to do some trends and you want to look at what your goals are, because I always say it matters what you want to do. It doesn't matter what the market is. Now is the time to look at that. So if you're a homeowner in LODO, I would love to talk to you and we can have that conversation. And you might as well turn off the news, because again, LODO is already one of the coolest markets in the Denver metro area. So it's going to take a little bit of, planning and being resourceful in that aspect as well. However, I just wanted to come to you guys and say, if you're thinking about selling the next 5 years, now might be the time, because as we've always been talking about supply and demand, there's no inventory. There's about to be a lot of inventory in LODO. So thanks so much for joining me. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this. What do you think? Is this exciting as a Denverite, or are you like, dang man, that's going to be rough? And you remember the businesses that it shut down in order to get that plot of land to build that up. And they're buying these parking lots for $4 million down there. So you can only imagine what this project's going to look like and what it's going to do to the landscape of the lower downtown real estate market. So as always, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.